How many of you watching have the scenario where you are in a meeting using Microsoft Teams and you need to get a document signed? In this video, we are going to be showing you how to use the live signing functionality within the Microsoft Teams environment to get your documents signed off. Let's start. So today I'm going to show you how to use the Adobe Live Sign within Microsoft Teams. So this is something that comes in with the add-on into Teams, and it is really useful to use when you are having a meeting with somebody and you need them to sign in the meeting and you need to be able to see them sign the document. So in order to activate this, I'm going to go to the chat module in Teams. I'm going to click on the little plus sign. Once I've done this, you're going to see that Adobe Acrobat Sign is the add-on that has been added when I installed it. Right, so we're just going to give that a moment. Right, now it's asking whether we can add live sign to this particular meeting, and I'm going to click the add live sign. So this is going to initiate it within this particular meeting, right? And it's then going to ask to authenticate all the users that are attending. So I'm going to say continue. And now there's two options that we can do here. If, say, there's 10 of us in a meeting and I need 5 people to sign a contract or more than one person to sign a contract, I can go into this first option here that says select any in-progress agreement. This means that I would need to have set up that workflow in Adobe Sign, in Teams before the meeting because there would have been more than one person, and then I could just allocate where I need them to sign on the document. But for today's example, we are going to use this create a single signer agreement because there's only 2 of us on the call. I am now going to go and choose the agreement that I want Bella to sign. So this is going to be the confidentiality agreement. I'm then going to say next, and I can then change the name of the contract. So I'm going to say this is going to be the confidentiality agreement with Bella Scholz. Right, and I can then go and select Bella from the meeting. And I'm then going to click on next. And you can see now that it has added her to the agreement, and I can click on confirm, and this is now going to indicate, and she's going to get a notification from her side. So before I get Bella to switch to her side and to show you what she's experiencing, I just want to show you what it is showing me in the chat pod here. So here you can see that I initiated the live sign in the meeting. It is now active, and it is telling me here that it's going to take a moment to prepare the agreement. So that everything that's happening is in the chat is what Bella is seeing on her side. And then you can see here that the meeting is in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to let Bella share her screen so that she can show you how she is experiencing it from her side and how is she going to sign it.
Cool. Thank you, Carla. I'm just going to share my screen now. So this is what I've got. And then I'm going to click review and sign. And for this purpose, I'm just going to write my name like this. And then click to sign.
Thank you, Bella. Right, so as you can see here, Bella has now signed the document. right? You can see at the beginning it said review and sign. It was in progress. Then she ended her screen share. And now she's asked, here now it's asking me if I would like to send another document for signature. So let's just take it a step further because we need to be able to have an audit trail that something actually took place during this meeting. So I'm just going to switch to the full Teams environment. Okay, this was the initial meeting that I joined. I am now going to go to the activity, and you can see here is the activity from the particular meeting. And as I click on it now, you're going to be able to see that it's actually going to launch the document. Okay, so here I have the PDF version of that document. It's just loading. And I can see here at the bottom that Bella has signed the document. And then on the side here, I can then choose to download this PDF if I need to have that. Remember, if you've got a Power Automate workflow in place, you could actually send this signed document directly to either a OneDrive or a SharePoint. The other thing I can go and do is I can actually go and download the audit report. And that is actually going to tell us everything that has taken place within this particular document. As you can see here, I have the original agreement that Bella has signed, and this blue ribbon at the top here indicates that this document has not been tampered with in any way. I can click on the signature panel, and if I expand this open, you're going to be able to see here that it's going to tell me that no changes are allowed to this document. So you can see even the edit option is grayed out. You're going to see that this is a valid certified document and that the document has not been modified since it was certified, and that the signer's identity is valid. Another way for me to check that is if I actually click on Bella's signature, it is going to launch it into Adobe's website. And as you have if you send something via the courier, you have a tracking number. So all documents have this transaction number that is unique to that agreement. And based on that tracking number, it is verifying that the signature is valid. If it was not, I would get a red stripe over there. Right. And if I look at the if I look at the audit report, here you can see there is that tracking number, and I can actually go and see here when the agreement was sent. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. So when the agreement was sent by myself, when it was emailed to Bella, when she viewed it, when she viewed the actual email, the agreement, and you can see here that she actually signed using her name and that she agreed to the terms and conditions. And between both this and the signed document, I then have the valid that it can stand up in a court of law. Also, what I would like to show you is that I have in my OneDrive from Sign, and I would then be able to have all the agreements signed directly to my OneDrive or SharePoint drive. And you can see this is the one that Bella signed today. And of course, I could open it up from here. So I do not need to store the documents in the Adobe Sign cloud. As you can see, it's extremely easy to be able to send documents for signature using the Adobe Sign plugin in Microsoft Teams. And there is so much more that I can show you. But if you are interested in seeing any of the other integrations or how to use Power Automate to be able to get your documents directly from within Sign to your SharePoint or your OneDrive, please reach out to us at info@magentagroupsa.co.za, and we'll gladly assist you.